Today we're using Aall and Create's new layered up washi tape for Christmas, and I'm doing my famous wood plank simulation cards. It looks like the old days when they would bust a crate apart and decoupage on it and frame it and put it on the wall, and I thought these are already in nifty 1-inch strips, and so that just spoke to me to do that. And here's how we do that. We layer that up, we tear that off. I'm putting it on wax paper so that I can see my picture before I start putting it on my project, so that I know I have all the pieces. And in this washi tape, each 4-inch section makes a part of the picture, and there's a total of 24 full pictures on each roll. So you've got it layered up here, and that's the way the dogs are all in order. Now we can start putting it on our cardstock. So I'm going to take the top layer, I'm going to put it here about 3/4 of the inch down. And the reason I'm doing that is because we're going to tear this edge. I thought it looked funny to have a pristine square edge on there on such a rustic design, and so we're going to tear it. So I need to leave a little meat on the bone up here to tear. So that's why I'm doing that. Now I'm continuing on with my picture, and I need to leave a little gap, lining up the parts of the dogs, but I'm leaving a gap in between of about 1/8 of an inch. That gives you room to create that faux crate look. And we're going to put the final piece on here, again with that little gap, and that leaves a little bit on the bottom for us to tear. If you've got any hanging over, you can either cut it off or bend it over the back. Now, talking about that tearing of the edge here, I like to take some water, and I do it on both sides, just a little bit of water with a water brush, and that softens that paper up where it will tear really nicely for you and make a nice little rough edge. And we're going to do that on both the top and the bottom edge, and tear that off as well. Don't worry about if it's straight or not. It doesn't have to be straight. This is rustic. Now we've got our planks. They don't look much like planks, so we have to add some depth. I'm going to do that with a marker. I'm just using a piece of cardstock, and I'm putting it against that washi tape. And this is the secret to it. The marker, if you try to draw with it or trace, look, it's not even dark and it's all wiggly. You hold it flat like that and drag it, and it makes a beautiful dark line. Go in between the washi tape all the way across, because our planks go all the way across even if the washi tape doesn't. You can take a couple of stabs at it if you didn't get it all the first time. And you just go across there, and as dark as you like. And I've got one more down here, going in between the washi tape. And then don't forget, you've got to do your top and your bottom too, because these are supposed to be wood planks. So we have to complete that plank. And there, now it's starting to look more like the wood planks. But now we need a wood grain to it. So for that, we're going to use an embossing folder. We've got Tim Holtz embossing folder here with the wood grain. And I'm going to just spritz the back of the cardstock a little bit. Get a little excess water off there, but that just makes it more pliable, where you can get that good texture to it. I'm going to put that in the embossing folder and run it through the Big Shot. It'll just take me a second to run that through. And that puts that lovely wood grain into it. Nice texture. Then we're going to zhuzh it up a little bit with this distress ink, and that's going to complete that rustic antique look. And we're going to load that brush up. We're going to go right over the washi tape too, because it's kind of waxy. It's mostly going to resist that ink, but it does pick it up on the grains just a little bit, and it also picks up that kind of rustic brown color so that it's not stark against the rest of the project. And the final step, go ahead and mat it on some dark wood. Again, that's usually what they would do with those crates, and they'd kind of mat it with a darker wood frame and put it on the wall. We're going to do that. And then to show you all of the other Christmas designs, there's kittens, there's bears, there's bunny rabbits, and there's a pile of presents with a couple of little foxes on top. I don't know if you can see those, but beautiful new Christmas designs, all with the same technique. Aall and Create layered up washi tape. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching.